Hey, bub. This is Wolverine. You're watching Pro Teaches Noobs. This is OG Vegeta. Let's get the views to over 9,000! This is Ryuk. Watch, like, and subscribe, or die.
Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches Noob. Today I have with me Pika.
Hey again.
And today we're closing out this batch of coverage of the Just Imagine Stanley creating the DC Universe with Wonder Woman and Jim Lee on artwork. And I'm going to be upfront. This is probably the better one of the trilogy we're covering when we get to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just look at this right off the bat. Look at this cover. Gorgeous.
And with Scott Williams and Alex Sinclair with the inks and colors.
Mm-hmm. But yep. Ages ago, there was a time of wonder, a time of mystery and miracle. Come back to the magical and with us at such a time. To the legendary lake Titicaca in the land men call Peru. Come back to that magical moment when the Incan sun god roared a faithful command. And lo, his mighty son, Manco and Capac, arose from the lake with but one burning purpose, one unshakable goal, to create the legendary city of Cuzco for the glory of his father. Manco Capac was given an enchanted staff of gold to plunge into the ground wherever he walked. When the golden staff sank all the way, then he would know he had found a faithful sight. Who could say how far he journeyed, how long he searched? Time and distance had no meaning for Manco Capac. And protected from any form of evil by the golden staff, he never faltered as he led his faithful followers. No matter the unspeakable horrors they faced, they followed the sun god's chosen one, until at last the golden staff sank all the way into the welcoming earth. The quest ended. The fabled city of Cuzco was born. Never had there been a place so wondrous, a place of beauty, peace, and plenty. But that was ages ago. Today, time has ravished the glory of Cuzco. Forsaken and forgotten are its once fabled splendors. But its destiny is not yet fulfilled, which saddens the heart of Maria Mendoza. It's so hard to believe that this was once the jewel of the Incan Empire. Today, nothing remains but ruins, and even the ruins now suffering the final indignity, as they are destroyed by the rich and powerful Armando Gutierrez, as whose men keep digging and searching for buried treasure. Gutierrez cares nothing for our proud heritage, or for the suffering of the poor farmers he's driving from their lands. Maria's revere is suddenly broken as you should not be here. This property is off limits to tourists. It's Steve Trevor. Before Grant Morrison, Stan Lee gave us a black Steve.
Yeah.
It's a scientific archaeological dig financed by Armando Gutierrez. How dare you mention science in the same breath as Armando Gutierrez? I despise him and all he stands for. He's willing to destroy our sacred ground and plunder our heritage in his greedy lust for buried treasure. You're quite a crusader, aren't you? And a lovely one at that. Look, my name's Steve Trevor. I came all the way from Los Angeles to work on this dig. And you're an archaeologist? Right. And I'm trying to keep Gita from doing too much damage. But he'll sell our historic treasures to anyone who pays the price. That's why I'm trying to see that they're bought only by museums. But you shouldn't be here. It's too dangerous. Dangerous? I'm not afraid of Gita. It isn't he who's the danger. Listen, did you hear that? Look. Uh-oh.
Dinosaurs?
Something like that. It sounded like a heavy footstep. Who? Hurry, my Jeep nearby. By the way, I don't know your name. Don't change the subject. I want to know what you're so afraid of. I'm not sure. I only know there's something back there. Something you never want to find. Later, in the sleepy village of Santa Atiala. Wait, you must be hungry. How about breakfast with me? I can't. I must speak with my father. She's so lovely. How idealistic. She must hate me for working for Gites. Father, you are Santa alias official juez, meaning judge. How can you let the horrible Armando Gites desecrate our historic shrine? Father, please answer me. I'm trying to. Okay, this is where it gets a little. Why now? Convenient. Not bad, but convenient. Like she just now is asking, and he's like, I'm trying to find the words, my child. Is it because of what happened years ago? Yes, Maria, but I never told you the whole story. Tell me now. It all began the day you were born. Poor farmer bringing his wife and new baby home from the hospital was stopped by banditos. They wanted money. He had none. They didn't believe him. They fought. A shot rang out. The farmer's adored wife fell dead. And in those few seconds, the baby lost her mother. And I, my wife, you were that farmer. The story is not yet ended. Hearing the shot and the policia arrived, the killers fled. I thought I was saved. I was wrong. Give us your money and we will find your wife's killer. They left me no money. Then we will take your truck. Later, I saw them laughing, dividing the spoils. On that day, I swore a sacred oath. Never again would I be a victim. You, my daughter, will be protected. It means signing a pact with the devil. But Father, Gites is the devil. We will say no more. I have borne this burden for too long. Do you think I feel no shame in serving such a man? My poor tortured father. The elusive Maria Mendoza. You know what this guy reminds me of? Have you ever seen the movie License to Kill? The Bond movie?
Yes.
He reminds me of that guy.
Yeah,
hold on. Fran Sanchez.
Yeah, Sanchez.
Played by Robert Davi.
Yeah, good performance too.
One of my favorite Bond villains. One of my favorite
loyalty
Bond villains.
Is more important
than money.
Money, yeah.
But yeah, but this guy definitely gives me a Sanchez. But if Sanchez was a dick. I mean, more so.
Yeah.
Why have you been avoiding me lately, my lovely? Not lately, Senor Gites. Always. But think of what I can offer you, my pretty one. I am neither your lovely nor your pretty. I despise you and everything you stand for. Just as I have made her father my obedient puppet, so shall I make Maria mine. The policia refuse to protect us, Judge Mendoza. They do not believe a giant demon is attacking our homes and farms. Armando Gites tells them not to help us. And he seeks to drive us from our homes. Pray, continue, friend. Your story touches my heart. Oh, geez. And surely you know I am the farmer's best friend. Every fiber of my being feels for your sorrow and pain. I thank you for that, senor. We never knew. We always feel. I know that look on Gites' face. I pity the poor unsuspecting farmer. But even though it will pain me greatly, we must be taught never speak ill of our betters. No, senor! Don't do it, Gites. Can you not show some human compassion just once? Now, my brave ones, teach the impudent fool a much-needed lesson. Let all Santa Atiala behold the fate of those who incur the wrath of Armando Gites. El Presidente, only he can help us. A message must be sent. Madre Dios, the guards have seen me. Stop, there you are. I am lost, but I will not beat the same fate the others. If I must die, let it be with dignity. See what I mean by this is why I feel it's all up on the artist. Because look at how much good stuff Jim Lee is giving him.
Yeah.
I mean, this is, again, good writing on Stan's part here, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it is. Kind of same thing goes hand in hand with how even with All-Star Batman and Robin was done, and it looks good on the first glance, but then you look more into it, and then you see the photo flaws, and even the worst things than flaws.
Right. Guards, dispose of that carrion. The poor man shot himself. See, and now he litters the streets of our fair city. You have been too lenient, Mendoza. You must not allow troublemakers in your courtroom. Does not every man deserve a hearing? Not those who oppose me. You will come with us. You will now come with us. Senor Gites is not pleased with your attitude. It is not wise to displease Senor Gites. Where will they take our Juez? It is best not to know. The policia, they have my father. Senor and Trevor, gracias a Dios. I have found you. I need your help. Does it have to do with the ruckus at the courthouse? They have taken my father. I had a hunch you were Maria, the judge's daughter. Please, will you help me? Why not? Where are you headed for? Gites' hacienda. It's where he brings his victims. Better watch yourself, lady. You don't know what you're walking into. Halt! State your business, or vamos, pronto! Let's just say Senor Gites is expecting me. My business is, first of all, you are a man of the world. I'm sure you understand. Nice try, Senorita, but I know all of Senor Gites' female guests. You aren't one of them. Don't sweat it, amigo. She's with me. What a fool I was. I thought you were just an archaeologist. I didn't suspect you were one of Gites' men. Hey, wait a minute, lady. I was just trying to... Stay away! Hey, I gotta find my father. Wow, she sure ain't shy about expressing her feelings, but okay, I can take a hint. I'll give her her own space. There, my father's with some of the peasants. I tell you, Gites, you can no longer openly defy the law. You are wrong, Mendoza. I am the law. You obey me or else. Perhaps that will bring you to your sentence. You shot a farmer in cold blood. See, I am tired of protests, of complaints. Now, what do you have to say? Someone will stop you. I will go to the governor. I don't think so. You killed my father. Obviously, you arrived just in time to build our late Juez a fond farewell. But my bride-to-be must not be bartered with sordid matter. Now that you are here, I shall never let you go. You murderous devil! I die a silent death before I let you touch me! Fool, if you shoot her, he'll kill you! It doesn't matter what happens to me, but I've got to escape to avenge my father! And quiet! Don't make a sound. Don't even breathe. Trust me, I know you and where you can hide. I found her. Gites will reward me generously. We'll go to the excavation. You won't believe your eyes down there. I learned the real reason Gites has been excavating this site. It all goes back to the ancient sun and legend of the sun god. There's a power here, an indescribable evil, more terrible than anyone can imagine. This is part of the lost temple of the Incas. And it was here that Manco, the sun god, used his golden staff of light to imprison the evil spirits, which threatened mankind. This is why Gites tries to drive the peasants from the land. Within this temple, he seeks in the ruins of absolute power enough to topple civilization itself. Luckily, I managed to ship the two most potent ruins to Los Angeles, and where Gites won't be able to get his hands on them. But I think he suspected what I've done. More than just suspect. I know! The rune! I've dropped it. Do you believe in fate, little sparrow? Your father is gone. Your erstwhile protector is gone. It seems you are fated to be mine. But even as Gites glows, of course, you have another choice. But gunshot wounds can be awfully messy. Look at that. Stan doesn't even give her dialogue when it should have, but I actually prefer that. It's like she's snarling and contempt.
Yeah, in that situation, it would be like be lost for words, just feeling anger, rage, and just.
I like that.
Exactly how yeah.
Because I think that's GM clearly drew that with Stan meant to give dialogue, but it works without it. And in that instance, that the legends are true. The rune is open. The evil spirit is released. If we are doomed, I pray that you be the first to die. This cannot happen. I am its master. It was I who unleashed it. Run, Maria. I'm done for, but you must live. Live for what? Everywhere death all around me. Come to me, sing of evil. Come and learn that Armando Quites is your master. Seize me, grasp me in your foul embrace. Let me feel the evil flowing through my vein. And give me your rage. Give me your power. Let me become what I was destined to be. I have won. The power and the evil are mine. But why should I stop now? There on the ground, another rune. All I need to do is smash it. Roar! Oh, and if I see any more, I'll go mad. I've got to escape this living nightmare. Who has disturbed my slumber of centuries? Who dares violate the sacred ruin? I dare. I, who am now your master. For the first time in ages, I sense evil greater than mine. Empower him to match that evil. Attack me if you dare. I dare. So this is what we saw earlier.
Yeah.
As the awesome battle rages, Maria begins to regain consciousness at the bottom of the mystic sight. Slowly, agonizingly, the power of Quites begins to prevail. While far below, it wasn't a dream. The nightmare is real. I've done it! I've beaten him! Its power too is mine. Nothing on earth can oppose me now. All there remains is the two missing ruins, somewhere in Los Angeles. I'll make them mine after I crush the entire city. I'm going mad. I hear voices. The anointed one has come. Let the ritual begin. Who is it? Who's there? Who's saying that? Have no fear. Heed these words. Stretch out your hand. What is that? It appeared out of nowhere. Seize you now, the golden staff. The deed is done. The prophecy fulfilled. A blinding burst of light illuminates the sky. It came from the excavation. Good. The whole place could go up in flames for all I care. But it is not the blaze of destruction. It is the gleaming awe of rebirth, of redemptive power, unleashed at last. My private plane is ready as always. They may not recognize me, but no one will try to stop me. Stay back. I want no crew, only the pilot. There's fuel enough to reach Los Angeles. I carried Steve Trevor here as if he were weightless. How did I do that? What happened to me? What's happening to me now? I'm myself again. I knew it. It was just it's just some mad, impossible dream. You must rest here while I go get help. No, there's no time. I've only seconds left. Only seconds to make you understand. Your destiny was set centuries ago when Manco Capac buried his golden staff in the enchanted valley of Cusco. You are the chosen of the sun god. You are the protectress of earth. There is so much evil in the world, so much for you to do. You must not fail. You are the sun goddess. He's dead. So many lives lost. Not even sun gods can bring them back. I don't want to be protectress of earth. I'm not a goddess. I'm a girl. A girl who's lost her father, who's hasn't even had time to mourn. There's only one answer to everything that's happened. I was afraid to believe it. I couldn't face it, but now I must. I must learn to live with the one horrible fact. I've lost my mind. I'm totally insane. Oh, Maria Mendoza, yours is the clearest mind of all. It is not by chance that you were chosen. Yours is the spirit, compassion, and courage we have sought for centuries. Do not contest the will of the gods. Seize now the golden staff, and behold the wonders that shall ensue. By touching the golden staff, you have sealed the bargain, and the sun goddess lives once more. If that is to be my fate, then let me touch it. It is done. And now the training. The golden staff is your key to the heavens. With it, you may fly at will. In the air, none can see it but you. It will seem as though I'm flying by myself. You have only to think of a speed, a destination. The staff will do all else. And should you let go, it will drift down at your side so that you may grasp it again at will. See how easily you can float down to earth? When you wish to assume your normal identity, merely think that desire, and your staff will transform into a golden bracelet. Each time you touch it, the change will occur. Quites, he mustn't get away. A private plane approaches Los Angeles airport from South America. I haven't heard from Senor Quites since we took off. Sir, is everything all right back there? Don't open that door. Don't turn around. Sorry, sir. I didn't mean to. Well, no matter. We're almost there. So it's time to practice my killing skill. Why bother landing at an airport when I can crash down anywhere? evening in Los Angeles on famous Mulholland Drive. The sports car of Mike Willard, writer-editor of the National Exposer, comes to a sudden stop. Something exploded down near Griffith Park. Luckily, I've got my night vision camera and binoc. It's like something out of Alien or Predator. I didn't know they were shooting another monster flick. Now something else is zooming through the sky. What kind of plane? No, it's not a plane. It's gleaming like a golden missile, but it's not a missile. No, it can't be. I've seen special effects, but never anything like that. Do not fear. I will subdue the monster. Gites is no longer human, but I wonder, am I? The other ruin. They must be mine. Whoever you are, you cannot stop me. I'll never know till I try. You kill my father and the other innocent being. You will never kill again. No ghastly costume female can stop me. I have the power of the mystic ruin. If the sun god himself cannot destroy the power of evil, then neither will you. Instinctively, Maria raises her gleaming shield as shards of dazzling energy burst forth, reducing the giant boulder to rubble before it could strike the goddess. With the speed of the comet, the force of a gale, she twists the shards into a mighty cable. It feels as though I've done this many times before. Have there been other goddesses in ages past? Am I but another in a long and endless chain? Female fool, a cable has two ends. By grabbing mine, I can hurl you like a helpless ragdoll. Ow.
Terveydeksi.
Sorry, that was a weird sneeze that led into a cough.
Huh.
Right out of the middle of talking, the sneeze came, so it was like... Oh. Your strength may be equal to mine, but I possess one power that you do not. The power of flight. Even in the air, the cable has two ends, and I'll climb to you from mine. I've watched you climb close enough for me to stomp your fiendish face. Each blow is for those innocent young men you killed, and this is for my father. Roar! The evil within you are wounded, are at their lowest ebb. This is my chance to destroy them forever. By the power of my golden staff, let the monster be gone forever. The gods have spoken. The deed is done. If I wasn't hallucinating, I just witnessed the greatest story of the century. Hell, it could be the greatest story of all time. Gotta get to my office fast. That girl, unbelievable. A living dream. The eighth wonder of the world. Tired, so very tired. I've gotta rest. If I could lie down just for a minute. Morning. I'm myself again. But where am I? Oh, I remember Los Angeles. But what do I do now? I'm a stranger in a strange city. No family, no money, no job. If it wasn't a dream, I know it wasn't a dream. I still got the bracelet, but I can't keep changing the goddess without good reason. Anyway, I'm lucky that English was a required subject back home. If I have to be a stranger somewhere, LA isn't too bad a choice. Great weather, glamorous people, not a bad place for goddess singing. And I'll never lack for gossip, dude. This is the home of the National Exposer. Uh-oh, that gives me an idea. Mr. Willard, do you want to see any more applicants for the job of your assistant? Not today, Connie. I've interviewed dozens already. Each one was worse than the last. Besides, all I can think of is that incredible flying female I saw yesterday. But there's just one more girl outside. Okay, send her in. I'll get rid of her fast. Mr. Willard, I read your article about the girl who you call Wonder Woman. You wrote that most people don't believe in her. I wanted you to know I do. She's gorgeous. Never mind Wonder Woman. Just tell me something. Can you read and write? Of course. You're hired. Kind of gotta rush it.
Yeah, too easy.
Yep. If I can, well, we know why he's hiring her.
Obviously, yeah.
Like, if I can prove she exists, Wonder Woman will probably earn me a Pulitzer. Your job will be to help me find her. That shouldn't be hard. If you get a Pulitzer, what will Wonder Woman get? It's a shame, but she'll be hounded by the press for the rest of her life. She'll never have any privacy or a personal life of any sort. But hey, she should have thought of that before she became a real-life comic book superhero. Now, why do you think it shouldn't be hard to find her? Oh, I was just kidding, Mr. Willard. I'm sure it'll be very hard to find her. It'll probably take a long, long time. Okay, that's okay with me. The longer it takes, the longer we'll be together. So my job is to help the most attractive man I've ever met find myself. But I've got to make sure we don't succeed. Oh, for the life of a working and girl goddess. But then we got this little bit extra story. Hold on, let me double check who this was by. This was by Gene Colan.
Oh.
Another late artist. It hurts again, Mommy. I think I'm going to be sick. Don't worry, Christina. Hang on, honey. We'll be there soon. Damn this traffic in LA. Once we get to the children's hospital, baby, the treatments will stop the hurt. And coming up next, a classic by the King. Oh, what's happening, Mommy? It's some kind of light. Don't be afraid. I'm not afraid. It feels so good. It was like I was just thinking I didn't want to be sick, and now I'm not. That's the wonder of you. See, those treatments are finally starting to work. The inner city. What's going on out there? Sounds like a blasted earthquake. Can't see nothing but smoke and dust. Forget it. We got business. Back off, man. Let me go. I swear I gave you all the money from the H I sold. You're lying, and no earthquake's going to save your butt. What the? That light and that voice. Did you guys hear her voice? It was like inside my head. You can go, man. I don't want to hurt you. I never want to hurt anyone. And whatever you are, thank you. Thank you. The infamous freeway. LAPD chopper on 109er, remaining in hot pursuit of stolen vehicle. Vehicle is proceeding east on 5 at speeds nearing 500 and even nearing 100. He's taking the exit ramp at Figueroa, and he's flying dead ahead. Looks like one of those movie shooters and shoots. He's going to tear through there in about 10 seconds. You got to stop him now. If he gets past the movie shoot, he's going to plow into a street full of kids leaving the mission school on Gem. You did it. I don't know what you did, but that creep will never run down anyone again. And it wasn't us who took him. The kids must have had a guardian angel over. There is no place for the weak and the humble. Power alone will prevail, for power is all. I offer you the power of darkness, for light cannot stand the dark. Suddenly, look up above, some kind of demon and that light. Why am I here? Why am I listening to the dark? I feel as though a veil has been lifted. Home, have to go home. I've absorbed such power. Run, all of you. I can summon you again at any time. None can escape me now. Darkness shall yet prevail. And on the high sign point from a city of broken dreams, can't stand it anymore. Not sleeping. The pills, the drinks, the pressure. No more. I'm sorry. So sorry, Mom. Dad, Louis. My poor Louis. What light is it? I feel tired. So very tired. I gotta rest. If I could just lie down for a minute. I feel whole again. Louis, he needs me. Must climb down. Get home. That light. A dream. A miracle. I wonder. God. Special delivery from Peru. No less for Diana Prince. I'm Diana Prince. Sign here. Great to meet you, Miss Prince. I read about you in the Sunday Times and saw you on that Discovery Channel special. Thank you. Being curator of such a renowned museum sometimes gives me more publicity than I desire. That what I think it is? Doubt it. I never got a call from Steve Trevor about a new purchase from Cusco. Come on, Diana. This could be big. I may only be your assistant, but if you don't open it, open that, I will. Relax, Carter. I'm as curious as you are. Strange. No note from Steve, but it has to be from the dig in Cusco. And Carter! Whoa! What's that? 2 ancient ruins from the Incan city. They were believed to contain the powers of various demons. Trevor's been sending us treasures from Gites for months, but these look special. But there are so many Incan legends and prophecies concerning ruin. How do we ID these? Look at the marking, the head of a hawkman and hawkwoman. I know from all my research, these two are worshipped as the most powerful runes of all. What do we do? Email Trevor for an explanation? If we haven't heard from Steve about these yet, we may never hear from him. Saunders, I think Steve Trevor is in big trouble in Cusco. Get our Peruvian security team there pronto. What now? We wait. So boss, what's the story of these 2 hawk-like ruins? Legend says Incan demons were imprisoned within ancient ruins by Manco Capac, the sun god. By smashing a ruin, a human could free the demon and instantly absorb his mythic power. And you believe that? You think that you and I would morph into some omnipotent hawkwoman or hawkman if we drop these now? Do you, Carter? It's nonsense. Ancient superstition. Perhaps. but I noticed you're not dropping them. So how was that?
Well,
Best
that was
one so far?
best so far.
See what I mean? It depends on what the artist gives Stan.
Yeah. We are looking
Joe,
at it being done in that order.
yeah, Joe gave him a lot to work with, but I think Jim did the best. But yeah, I mean, overall, this. What do you think about the trinity of this world?
Well, it's
Very Marvel.
very very Marvel it is really. Yeah.
But yet,
The Batman work. Yeah, the Batman one works as a concept.
Superman had ideas
that were just rushed through.
Wonder Woman felt fully realized.
Yeah, this was something that they clearly knew how to get done. And this was actually good to actually follow up. And I think I think there was also kind of somewhat set up weakness for the Maria and Wonder Woman that she got very fatigued from being Wonder Woman.
For overusing it, yeah. But again, it's like that's the problem with this book. It relies so much on the artist to give him a good story.
Oh.
But yeah, but overall, this is an interesting trinity overall.
Yeah.
I mean, and although it only gets a little corny by the end of it.
Yeah,
up until like Gita's was an endearing villain.
Yeah.
An other monster.
Like so, if there was any humanity left in him, then he would probably had some self-awareness to think, why would I ever want to live looking like this?
But I think he got wiped out by it from the monsters.
Yeah, Given was pretty much killed off like very near-ish death, or actually think about how, falling off being impaled by the skyscraper, like.
Yep.
Well,
by
like
the way,
Angelus and Hook.
Yep. Like I said, this bit here, like, why bother landing at an airport when I can crash down anywhere? That is terrifying. Because you realize that is true. A monster like him could just go. Right?
Oh.
I find it funny that Willard is pretty much normal Steve Trevor.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
Clearly, yeah. Appearance-wise. It's probably the same way how Jim Lee also drew Steve Trevor in the New 52 as well.
Yeah, pretty
with
much.
With the same stubble and.
Yep, but great artwork. Great artwork.
You. That's true. That.
And I think what also helped is that Stan took a lot from actual Incan mythology and it just utilized it as a jumpstart, kind of like Thor.
Yeah.
I think that's why made this work. He had enough time to, to think things out and for Jim to tap into.
Yeah.
Whereas, and Batman, they still kept it grounded. Superman was the big problem because it was so a lot of setup. Well, yeah, overall, I think we're off to a good start still. Again, as annoying as Superman is, that is the weakest of the books, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But this was definitely the best so far.
Yeah. I suppose if they had continued these, would you think they would have properly improved upon?
Oh, yeah. I think that the big case of Stanley would have gotten the ball rolling and other writers could have worked on it. Yeah. And we would see that when we get to the special. Because that's the one where other creators did stuff in a tribute to Stanley.
Oh.
Hold on, come on. Right here, this one. You had Mark Waid, Stephanie Williams, Becky Cloonan, Michael Conrad, Kenny Porter, Kelly and Lansing, Zach Thompson, Megan Fitzmartin, and Steve Orlando with Jerry Ordway, who worked on it, doing stuff. We'll get to this event at the very end.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like he set up a good world.
Yeah.
But yeah, until then, though, like the next time we meet up, we'll be going over the Green Lantern with Dave Gibbons, aka Green Dr. Manhattan. Until then, we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.
And may your heart be going